imprecise words.
You ready?
Hello everyone, I'm Hruday. Welcome back to Cheap Talks. I know it's been a while since we have last posted a video on this channel. We were having our exams and all, and our guys from Cheap Talks, everyone is maintaining digital social distancing. So for this time, the topic I chose, uh, I'm gonna talk about people who we see regularly on the streets, but they don't catch enough attention of the people. So I'm gonna speak about those jobs. I would like to name it as the odd jobs of India. These are the kind of jobs people are doing, which we are aware of, but we don't give specific emphasis on them or the work they do. This topic was suggested to me by my cousin sister. So first I thought there would not be many points which I can cover, but after looking at the internet, looking on the internet, I found that there are many jobs which are not actually like directly aware of. So I want to start by speaking about the ear cleaning people. You have seen many people in Delhi who clean our ears on the roads. I think most of you have even seen them in Hyderabad. So what they do is they casually walk on the road holding their bag and all. So if you want to get your bags clean from your ear, then you approach them. You sit and they take a long needle, they take cotton, they wound the cotton around the needle, and they just clean your ear sitting wherever on the road, whatever is suitable for the customer. So those people, they believe that the duty what they were doing, it was the whatever occupation they are doing for their daily bread, it came from their forefathers, and it was like generations and generations, like their forefathers used to work for Mughal, it seems. तब से चल के आ रहा था ये काम. So उनके बेटे 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 and they're still doing that work. Most of them told that they wanted to leave the this job of ear cleaning, but they had no other way as they were not well educated and they didn't have enough money to pursue any other occupation. So they earn around 100 to 200 rupees a day, and they say they even agree that that's not enough for them to survive, but they have to do it for their children. And the second job, odd job in India, I want to speak about is surrogacy. Generally, surrogacy would not be an odd job, but in the eyes of our Indians, it sounds a bit strange to carry someone else's child in their womb and then after the birth giving the child back to the original biological parents, right? So why do people opt for surrogacy? There are many reasons. Some people don't want to take the load of uh, carrying a baby for 9 months as they're busy. For example, some movie celebrities, they don't do it because it affects their body figure, or I don't know, whatever reasons. And there are some people who suffer from infertility. There are some women who can't carry children in the womb, so they opt for surrogacy. Speaking of the people who take those children in their womb, the surrogates, we call them, they earn around 3,000 rupees per month, and after childbirth, they are given 2 lakh rupees. And there's a lot of societal pressure and judgment passed on to those surrogates, as people constantly judge those people and asking them why they opt that job, and is their husband aware of it, and you can have your own children where you're carrying other children in your inside your coke or womb. There are many such jobs where it's not bad to do it, it's not like a crime or a taboo to do it, but still we Indians don't support them based on the limited facts we're aware of. The third odd job I want to speak about is sewage cleaning. All of us have seen people who go inside the sewage. None of them have a protective gear or a proper equipment to go inside. All they do is they get undressed. They go inside that sewage just wearing an underwear. And actually, constitutionally, it's a banned practice. It seems. I just read it on the internet. It's called as manual scavenging, and it's a banned practice in India. And the shocking thing is, people who opt to do those things, the manual scavenging, are generally Dalits or from the highly, discriminated, untouchable castes, which we call them. So what happens is, because most of them, if they are not well qualified or educated, because they are even considered by a lot of people as untouchables, they have to do that job. So that also goes from generations to generations. Because government, actually it's a banned practice anyway, and these guys can't fetch their own equipment because of financial problems. They face many health problems like nausea and skin diseases, a lot of infections, diarrhea, and they earn around 300 rupees per day. I don't know if that's enough, because they have to take care of their family too, and if they get any diseases or something, they don't have enough money to take care of themselves too. Then another one is, this one seemed a bit funny. It says paranormal investigator. So we Indians, we believe in magic more than logic. I don't know why it is that, because of all the folklores or the mystical stories, mystical beasts. We have been listening all kind of stories from our birth till now. So what do these guys do? Like, suppose you know a place where you hear all some kind of screams, or you have felt a paranormal presence. So you call these guys. They come with a lot of gear. They say that they can click pictures using motion sensors, and they find cloudy kind of structures using. They say that whenever there's a ghost or a paranormal being nearby you, the temperature drops, right? So if there's a sudden drop in the temperature, the camera takes pictures of those ghosts. So even these guys agree that most of the cases they have attended were only because of psychological fear. Okay, like if you watch a movie and if you just stare into the mirror for some time, you'll feel like the person from the mirror will just come and grab you. Those are the psychological fears, like sudden noise or something. And another thing is, due to some electromagnetic disturbances, people feel a kind of whisper in their ears in some areas, or some vibrations, or they feel that there's some presence in their room. So these guys go there, investigate. Most of the time, one good thing this does is it removes the fear from the people, telling them that there might not actually be a ghost or a spirit in that area. It's just your own fear or misconception about that area. Yeah, then another interesting thing I saw is death photographer. So you can find these death photographers in Varanasi. What they do is, people take, like people burn, they do the kajje పోయింది. People do the final rites, like in Hinduism, people burn the bodies of the dead, right? They believe that when we burn the body, then we get moksha and the body leaves earth and all. So we we take pictures during our birthday parties. So in Varanasi, there are these people, death photographers. They are called, they are hired, so that the whole funeral process is being recorded, both in terms of photos and videos. So they get around 25 rupees per picture, it seems. So one thing these photographers are feeling bad or sad about is, earlier there were only cameras to take pictures, so these guys had plenty of work to do. They say they had 5 to 6 customers every day. But now, because of the coming technology, people started getting their own mobile phones. They're not hiring these photographers, but they're taking their pictures using their mobile phones during those rituals. But that's a strange thing to do. I mean, taking photographs of the funeral thing. Yeah, next one is genealogist. This thing I think we have seen in a lot of movies, even in a Telugu movie named Brahmotsavam. These guys are found in Haridwar and Varanasi. What they do is people, when we go for pilgrimage, we visit the temples, we look at the nearby tourist areas. After that, we can go to these. They live in ashrams or they even have separate buildings. They write dates. Like if I wanted to write something there, I would go there. They'll write the date when I visited them, the purpose of the visit, who accompanied me, and they'll take my signatures and they'll ask me the names of my previous, like my fathers, my grandfathers, and the forefathers, the one who were before me. And if there are any children of mine, so they write it. It's like they maintain a family lineage of births, deaths, and other important events, and they record it for years and years to come. Like if I have a son, I write the details till my son. Then when my son visits Varanasi the next time, he goes and continues the chain. So like that, they have loads and loads of books in their rooms. They have a whole building collected of such books of different family lineages. And the oldest one, I think it was still 2000 years ago. Like Tapse, like upper Nundi, they used to write all the names of the family members. They maintain a record. So many people have told them to use computers. Like in this generation, it's much easier. Like it's very compact. It's easy to maintain records, and we have a backup of all that. But still, those people are very adamant of using only paper and ink to maintain the records. And you won't believe it, they never missed out any book. Like they maintain them well proof. They maintain them very well. And the next the next one is Pantu, yeah, Pandit with Rishtas. Okay, I think it only happens in India where instead of us putting our details in a matrimonial site, we give Pandit the details of whoever is no at the age of marriage. So what these Pandits do, they check the caste, they check the stars or whether it's a manglik or not, and they find Rishtas for you. So if I want to get married, I give my biodata to a Pandit, then I am a Reddy. So the Pandit goes around looking for other Reddy brides, like girls who want to get married. Then he passes the information. He's like a broker, okay, but not being offensive. So most of this is done by Brahmins, I think, yeah. And with I think if the Shadi.com and other matrimonial site booms up, these guys will be jobless in that areas. One thing I'm impressed, the next odd job in India is the dabbawalas in Mumbai. What they do, by the name you can just understand what they do. They carry dabbas from one place to another. So they come to your home, you give your dabba to them, you give them a time, whether it's 2 p.m. or 1 p.m., and they go to their office and deliver the food. It sounds simple, right? It just sounds like Swiggy, but it's not from a restaurant or something. It from your home to the workplace, and they do it so gracefully. I've seen some videos on YouTube. They take pride in what they do. Like all of these odd jobs I'm speaking right now, most of them, 80% of the people are proud of what they do. Only some of them are feeling bad that they don't earn enough money through this, and the government comes forward and helps them in doing the same job but in a better way, giving them more options to do, more opportunities to do. So it says that they carry around 60 kgs, a single person, a single dabbawala. He carries around 60 kgs and travels around 60 to 70 kilometers a day to deliver that food. And in the videos I saw, they don't use a car, they don't use a bike. All they do is they carry the huge load on their head or use a cycle rickshaw. Like it's a very big connected network. Okay, one person collects the dabbas from the home. He delivers it at a railway station. Some people carry those dabbas in the train to some other place. From there the rickshaw wala come, they take it, they again distribute it, and that goes to the offices or the places you want it to get delivered. The no, they have to ensure that there is no spillage of food, and the delivery is on time, and it also at the correct place. No, because if it get mismatched, then they are effed up. And it says that they earn around 8,000 rupees per month. A single dabbawala earns around 8,000 rupees per month. And I've seen that most of them wear caps, okay, white caps, resembling Nehru. It's like the white cap, and most of them are wearing white colored clothes with a red color taulia type thing. Another interesting odd job I found is nude models. Okay, all of us have seen Mr. Bean, an episode where a woman sits naked and artists try to draw her or sketch her onto the canvas. Even in India, it's there. Most of them are not aware of it, but there is this thing in India where people go there, strip naked, sit there for hours, so that other people can admire her beauty, admire his beauty, and just portray it on their canvases. So I saw a video on YouTube where two Indian women, they they belong from a poor family. So in one story, she says that her husband was a drunkard and he died. So there was no other source of income. So her friend told her that there is a job where she can just sit there, be herself, show her and show her true body without feeling ashamed. This is my body. This is how I am. You just sketch it on your canvas. And yeah, they have said that their family members were very supportive after even after knowing that she's doing it. Many people think that getting naked in front of a lot of strangers is vulgar, or in our tradition it's not not welcome very warmly to sit like that. And they said that some were given 1200 rupees per painting for just being topless. Okay, and some are given 5,000 rupees for complete nude paintings. Like if she earns around 1,200 to 1,500 rupees being topless, and if she's fully naked, she earns around 5,000 rupees. And they were so happy, saying that all the artists respected them. They used to give her treats, like take those models out for having lunch or something, and they were crying when they were literally speaking about what they did. Not crying because of guilt or something, but they were tears of happiness, saying that I'm proud of what I'm doing and I'm not causing harm to anyone. And yeah, the next odd job I'm going to speak about. Yeah, we have seen this a lot in the southern part of India. They are parrot astrologers. So we find most of them in front of temples or in front of a garden or any parks, famous parks. These parrot astrologers, they have a set of cards around 22, 25. I don't know the exact number. So they stack them up. They place it on the ground. They have a cage. They have around two or three parrots inside the cage. Those parrots, they're parakeets. Yeah. So those parrots are trained. So what they do is when they open the cage, the parrot comes out, picks up a card, and inside a card there is an image of a god. So each god represents some quality, like the quality of the god is represented in them. So if a person visits this parrot astrologer, so he gives him the basic information, what's his name is, or the birth date, and I think the area he lives in, I don't know. Then this parrot is let loose. The parrot goes, picks a card. The astrologer looks at the card and starts predicting his future. So generally, what they do is it's like, see, I don't believe horoscopes. Okay, people who believe, I'm not being offensive to you, but most of these horoscopes I've read on in the newspapers, they make like majority of the people happy. Okay, like what they write is making like 80% of the people reading the newspaper happy and they find it relatable. Only 10 to 15% think, okay, maybe it's a bad day for me because nothing suitable is written for me. But 80%, 80 to 85% people are satisfied. So I think it's all a word game, giving people what they want to, make them feel happy for that amount of time. So I think these parrot astrologers are actually very good with words, how to capture the attention of the listener to make him feel that he has come to the right place and he now has a chance to overcome all his problems. And the next odd job I want to speak is human rickshaw puller. So right now we have Uber, Ola, but at the time, like years ago, there used to be human rickshaw pullers. There was no horse pulling it, there was no bull pulling it, but literal humans pulling the whole rickshaw. There are still few people who are doing this, but actually it was banned by the government. But still, because the people who can't afford an auto rickshaw, like the automated auto rickshaw, they still do this. And yeah, and another good, amazing thing I heard what they said was they don't prefer to wear chappals or sandals because they say that if they wear that while doing their job, while pulling the rickshaw, it makes the road more slippery and they can't pull it properly or can't run. So they do it barefoot. We might be thinking, why can't they just wear shoes? It would be more comfortable, but where do they get the money to buy shoes? Right? It's even hard for them to earn their bread for that single day. And again, most of them never try to go onto the main roads because as I said, it's banned by the government for people to pull rickshaws. So if you want to go from place A to place B, even if the main road is a shorter route, they'll take different gullies, so that they can avoid police. Because if the police caught them, they're fined 100 rupees, it seems. Mostly, I think they earn only around 100 to 150 a day. Some earn 2000 to 5000 per month. And I think per ride, based on how far it is, they're given only 20 rupees per fare. So see, they were told that if they give up that job, they would be given auto rickshaws, the automatic rickshaws. But still, the government they say that the government is not responsive to what they are asking, so they are made to work like this to earn their money. And the last odd job I want to speak today is the chappalwala. Chappalwala, obviously everyone knows when even if you have branded chappals, branded shoes, if the sole comes out or your chappal's rubber comes out, you go to the chappalwala. You can find them anywhere, even if you look out of your apartments, they just have a small tent or a shelter like thing. They sit uska niche and they just do their job. See, like most of them are not happy doing it. They say that they had to do this because there was no other way or no other work they were given. So they say that they earn around 30 to 80 rupees per day based on, if you're in metropolitan city, you charge more. If you're in a more remote area, you charge less. And based on the amount of people he visits, they visit him daily to get their chappals or whatever fixed. This is a small list I've made. There are many more odd jobs in India that we can see. Like we look at them daily, but we just don't give a f about them because we are busy with our own work. Everyone has their struggles. Everyone are doing their thing to earn money. So what I wanted to say was, even now at this time, they're still on the roads trying to do their job, because even when there was no lockdown or a pandemic situation, they were struggling very hard. And this time, when people are not allowed to come out, they have no other work to do. A simple and humble request I want to do is, if you find any of them near your place, or if you're going out and if you see them, just give them some food. Yeah, I'm not asking you to give them a huge amount of money, because even we are not getting our salaries at the right time. Even we are deficient of money right now. But if you have a little food, like if you're making 10 chapatis a day, just make 15 a day and give 5 chapatis to whoever you see on the road, because they are hungry, they can't go back to their home, and that's the least we can do. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's been long and we are not being consistent, but from now we'll try to do something different. Not only taking a topic and speaking about it, like to do something different, like a comedy sketch or something. We'll think of something and come back to you. So like, share this video if you like it, and comment down below if there are any other odd jobs you know about. We'll try to make part 2 if we find any other odd jobs. That's it. Bye.